Oh ho! Gotta close out of that window. Open this one again. Oh, hey! We are back. We are here. We are vibing o'clock. So, welcome back to Trails in the Sky, second chapter. I gotta say it again. Anyhow, there have been a couple changes to the ordnance setup that I want to get into immediately. Because last time, the Lance Jaeger kicked our asses. So there's been a couple changes. Notably, I have two Wind Sepith value on each Estelle and Annalise, and that is for Sultan Guards, which will increase my evasion, and is probably the only way you are ever going to be able to do this. Reasonably, anyway. I grinded up to level 43 on Shining Ponds. While it's not the most convenient amount to have, I do have 3 Crest Charms and 2 Tea Anklets. I'll have to get more at some point, but for now, 2 Tea Anklets and 3 Crest Charms is basically enough. You want to get 4 and 4 on each as soon as possible, just because of the ailments they actually prevent. But I think that's all we can do. I have beaten, yes, I've beaten the Lance Jaeger, on the difficulty before. I have a save where I've done it at this level, so I know it's possible. Now it's just a matter of doing it on stream. For the people who missed the dialogue the first time we were doing it, because it was fairly late into the episode stream, whatever you want to call it, bloody blah. Yeah, finally made your way here, did you, frickin' brats? You! So you finally show your face? Oh god, I don't know why she sounds like that now. My nose is stuffy, I apologize. Welcome to the newest outpost of the Jaegers in the Le Mans state, kidlets. Did you have fun with all those great traps we left for you? Yeah, barrel of laughs. Thanks for that. More to the point, I'm guessing you're keeping Kurt and Phyllis behind the door, right? How about you let them go before I pry off that mask and paint your face with my sword? Chirp all you want, little chicks. You've come so far, not even realizing this would be your grave. How sad. How very like a bracer. Isn't that our line? I have no idea what you guys are trying to accomplish here, but you really backed yourselves into a corner. The heck do you? Yeah, guild reinforcements are gonna be here soon. Once they get here, you're out of luck. Try again, girlies. We smashed your phone. Just how did you make contact with any reinforcements without that? Oh crap. I need to pull out a really good bluff. Correct option is don't need to contact. Actually, I ought to thank you for breaking the phone as bad as you did. Good job. The fact that the lock has gone totally silent for a whole day will mean the guild will already know something's wrong. What? Hey, that's true. They probably figured it out ages ago. Heck, I bet our reinforcements are already in the air. They'll be here any minute now. Guess we took the brace of pig-headedness a bit too lightly. Either way, you brats are an eyesore. The best use for your skins will be as cleaning rags for our new base. Die! Bring it on, you monster. We won't lose. For the guild. And welcome to hell. So this fight boils down to a small amount of skill and a lot of luck. We want to start by casting Sultan Guards on both characters. And if you can get through... you need to be able to get through the first turn of the fight without taking damage to have this be actually possible. So if you pop Sultan Guard on both, That's manifold. Sorry. That's what we're looking for. Use a Terror Bomb to instantly heal. And we want to move into a corner. The reason for the corner strats is so he doesn't... When he does his attack, he doesn't knock the girls away from each other, so they can still stay in close enough range to pull off the latte heal on both. Anyway. This is also going to be a bit rough. But we want to get a clock up on Estelle if we can. And have Estelle heal them both. From here on, the strategy is essentially casting strong arts and healing with Estelle, and Annalise using Fallen Leaves to delay the boss. This is where Petal Dance comes in, because she can use it without too much risk, because you're essentially just hoping to dodge all the attacks anyway. I'm also not sure why this seems to be the case, but the lower his health is, the lower his damage seems to be, which is kind of weird. I'm not exactly sure why that's the case. But I'm not looking at gift horse in the mouth. If you catch my drift. Because with Squat's Faisal, this guy is fast as hell. And the outspeeding is more the problem than the actual damage. It's you can't get in a single turn while he's beating on you. That is the issue. But Fallen Leaves does help to alleviate that problem slightly. So you kind of want to keep Annalise's EP up. That's very lucky. Whew. I want to Sultan Guard Estelle here, I think is the optimal play, but it just depends on who he goes for. Or he'll just go for no one and spot Faisal again, uselessly. Awesome.
We're good to go.
You're on as much of a timer as you have Pyro Bombs at the moment. I only have 5, so I have to get through this fight quickly. Uh-oh. That miss is bad. Ooh, that miss is very bad. Uh-oh. Okay, he misses that one. Nice. Go for another Fallen Leaves. Latte on both of them. That miss was good. Hopefully, he misses Estelle. Nice. And now hopefully he does it again. Now that works. God. Right. Gonna have to EP charge that.
We're good to go.
Oy, oy, oy. Damn. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Sorry.
This fight could just go really well, or really not well. He didn't walk at us, though, which is new. Oh yeah, I should clarify that with all the extra Sepith I had, I opened slots on Estelle's augments specifically. Summer Shower hurts a lot. I'm gonna tear that. Good miss. Ow. Gonna have Annalise go for the Petal Dance. That's bad. That's not as bad. We're gonna go for the Dark Matter and Fallen Leaves with Annalise to move a stealth turn up. Damn it! That's bad. Because now the timing on that's screwed. Oh god, bad luck. Yeah. That sucks. Good lord, countering the amount of turns he gets is nutty. That attack is probably the most problematic one, because you can't really dodge it. He'll only really use it if you're too far away from him, though. Which is, I guess, the soul-saving grace of that whole thing. There we go. Actually hit that Summer Shower. Uh-oh. That's nasty. Hopefully this Fallen Leaves doesn't miss. Nice. Petal Dance Fallen Leaves is about 600 damage, which is pretty nice. Oh, she can survive another Summer Shower. If she gets hit by it. Yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna Terror Bomb. The worst case scenario is him hitting Estelle and knocking her back. Yeah, of course, that's how that goes. Remind me not to describe all the possible bad outcomes that could happen. I'm just gonna move Estelle closer and get her up against the wall so that he doesn't cast Shadow Spear, or so that he doesn't knock her back away from Annalise. What do I need? We still have one surprise cookie, so we just need to get him down to anywhere below 800 HP and he will instantly die. With our 2 S-crafts, we have about 2,000 damage-ish. So 2,800 is the cap that we need to get him down to, and after that we basically win. Gonna play it safe and heal here. It's one of those fights where the longer you're in it, the more danger you're probably in. And there goes the Sultan Guards. It's a good thing I did that. And he hits the charge. And I missed. Oh gods. That's bad. Yeah, I'll tear Analyze, why not? And he misses her again. Goddamn. Go for Dark Matter. Nice. Glad that hits. 6,700. Go for another Fallen Leaves. And you notice that his damage has gone from like 1,700 to 800 for some reason? This boss just makes no sense. I do not understand how its damage scales. Which is a bit frustrating, I won't lie. Ow. Pop both Sultan Guards. Oh. Prioritize Estelle because she has less health. Yep. And he misses. Nice. I just need... Uh-oh. I messed up. No, I didn't. I'm fine. Lololololol. Just heal that. Ooh, that was actually death. Oh, God. Fallen Leaves. Bonk. That gives Estelle enough room to Latte, thankfully. But now on my next turn with Analyse, I have to use an EP charge. Or I'm not going to get the option to. Damn it. I'm going to have to tear that instead, which is annoying. Because I need Analyse's EP to not go down the whole fight. Yup, double. No. Okay. This is recoverable though, thankfully. As long as he goes for Analyse, I'm okay. Never mind. So as much as that's not what you want to see, you're not completely screwed if you do go down. If you have a Sultan Guard up, you should be able to reset, sort of. Unfortunately, that blows. Oh, God. I'm gonna go with Firebolt, just because it's relatively low delay after it's finished. There we go. Can you stop with the buffing, please? Squad's file is not fun. I do not like to fight the squads. Me no like it. Heal that up. And it's basically just repeating that song and dance of keeping the Sultan Guard up on both characters, while trying to do as much damage as possible with Analyse, where you can fit it in. You kind of want her to get hit every now and then, just because she'll be keeping her CP up every time she gets hit, especially if she has Petal Dance active, because of her reduced health. Or not reduced health, the reduced defense. She takes more damage, so she gets more CP, blah blah blah. We want to Fallen Leave that, like, immediately. Latte, because they're both in danger of dying. Yeah, just go for a normal attack. Move Estelle to the back corner. Just to make sure they're both in the same spot and don't get separated. That is the last of Analyse's EP, so I have to finish this soon. Squart's Wild. Only uses it when he's below 3000 HP, makes him heal 1000 health. Nasty, nasty attack. Not something that you want to be dealing with. Gonna use the Nature's Bounty there. Just make sure she's topped up. Pestilence. Use the last Hero Bomb there. Go for the Fallen Leaves. Bonk. Estelle's gonna use an EP charge. Then Tear. Go for another Fallen Leaves. We don't want to use that surprise cookie just yet. We want a normal attack. Okay. Now we're going to have Annalise use the surprise cookie. And Estelle's going to use her S break, and this should be enough damage. Hopefully. Damn, just barely not enough. Fortunately, Annalise can just bonk him on the snoot, and he's done. I am lucky I did not get Omega punished. Anyway, that's the Lance Jaeger. Not too difficult, as long as you don't get RNG screwed at the very start of the fight. We won. But the way he fights... yeah, you noticed too, Estelle. It's like... you guys sure are good at being tricked. Man, you guys were great. What a beatdown. Oh, crap. More enemies? No, no, no. Come on, I'm not even changing my voice anymore. Don't tell me you can't figure it out. That voice, girly yet tough. No, no way! Kana? Bingo! Annalise, Estelle, it's really been a while, hasn't it? A while, yeah, but what are you doing in a Jaeger suit? Wait, that'd mean that the guy over there is... Grant? Hold and one. Hey, you two, great work. Great work? Wait, you mean this was all... And at last, comprehension dawns. Estelle, Annalise, excellent work on your final training course. Final training? So, everything since last night's attack has been a performance? Exactly. This is a long-standing Lelok tradition. The idea is to put trainees in a life-threatening situation in order to see how well they utilize their newly learned skills. Are you freaking kidding me? When Kurt told us your finals were coming up, we rode our butts out here from Liberl to help out. It was a lot of fun. Fun? Oh. You guys are all the worst. Seriously, I really thought it was hitting the fan. We were out of our minds with worry. Well, that was part of the point, in fact. And just so you're aware, real Jaegers would not have been half as gentle. Well, I know it's hard for you two to imagine since the Jaegers are barred from operating in Liberl, but across the rest of the continent, bracers and Jaegers are at each other's throats almost constantly. So most bracers have to be prepared to fight in life-threatening situations at any moment. We want to make sure Liberlian newbies get a chance to experience that. I know it seems rough, but we're not being mean just for cruelty's sake. That's no fair. How am I supposed to go on a good complaining jack after hearing something like that? Yeah, no fair. Well, looks like you're finally done beating the stuffing out of one another. Ah, Phyllis! Where were you when I needed to bake infinite surprise cookies? Damn you, Phyllis! Phyllis was in on the conspiracy too? Aww, I can't trust any of you. Now, conspiracy is a bit much. They said they needed me for your test, so I worked hard to remember my lines. I made a perfect tragic lodgekeeper heroine, if you ask me. Yeah, we were totally fooled last night. Excellent work, you two. And here's the last little liar. You were all in on it? So I'm guessing the telephone... Yeah, that was an old piece of junk I had lying around. I kept the real phone somewhere safe. I've already remounted it, so no worries. Actually, I was supposed to be a hostage myself and not show up today, but well... I really wanted to see you use the new ordnance. Man, you guys seriously covered every angle. I guess it's our fault for getting tricked, huh? As much as I hate to admit it, yeah. If you think about it rationally, a lot of stuff didn't really make sense. Just shows how far we have to go, I guess. Don't be too hard on yourselves. As Khan and Grant said, the point of this exercise was to give you a life-threatening experience to work through with your skills. In that sense, this exercise has been a runaway success. Now then, Adelaide Selfeed. Yes? Estelle Bright? Yes, sir. As of this moment, you've completed the Lalok training program. You've learned a great deal over the past month. So then, tomorrow we're... 2 tickets on the next flight to Liberl have already been arranged for you. Nothing more will happen tonight, I promise. So rest easy. Terrific! Well then, tonight we congratulate our new graduates and let's stuff them properly at a nice big farewell party. Oh, Kurt, why did you have to make that so difficult? Meanwhile, Liberl Kingdom, location unknown. What a lovely little hideaway. The Professor's taste remains excellent as always. You're late, Campanella. Why, Mr. Bladelord, hello! It's been so very long. The last 6 months were dreadfully dreary without you. I doubt you mean that. I understand you handled the attacks on the Bracer Guilds in Erebonia. You must have enjoyed playing with Cassius Bright. Aw, you heard about my fun already? There goes half my fun! But oh yes, the man was incredible. There's no way he could have known about me, and yet he always managed to put together a proper counter to everything I did. As a result, I broke one of our Jaeger cores, I'm afraid. You broke Jester, huh? I did train them to some degree, but normal men do have their limits. I suppose throwing them up against the Divine Blade was too much to ask of such men. But hey, I managed to keep him tied up until your little sabotage mission was completed, so all's well that ends well. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You were looking forward to having fun with him yourself, weren't you? A little. But the blade has been bound by the chains of duty. There's no longer any hope of stopping us through official means. He is no longer a threat. Looks like the Professor's plan succeeded brilliantly. The other members are already in Liberl, then? Yes, we all conferred for the first time yesterday. Blue Blanc has apparently been here for a while, however. The Phantom Thief, the Direwolf, the Bewitching Bell, and the Angel of Slaughter. All of them powerful, and not a normal one in the lot. Mind you, you're not exactly one to be talking on that score, Ooh, speaking of hopelessly crazy, what about him? Is he still playing hard to get? This is going to be so much fun. Out of all the enforcers, he's the finest undercover operative we have. Well had. I wonder how long he can evade the sight of the Blade Lord and the Faceless. In his heart, he abandoned the society years ago, with all that entails. I doubt he'll be able to pose any real threat. No, I'm not sure I'd say that. Hello, Campanella. Good of you to come all this way. You have my sincere thanks for your excellent work in delaying Cassius Bright. It was no trouble. It was a fun bit of work, in fact. Speaking of fun, though, I must say I've taken a look at your plan. It seems like you're preparing to have quite a lot of fun. Well, well, such praise from the fool. I am flattered. I think you'll find it to be even more enjoyable in practice. Compounding your delight will be the fact that everyone participating is pursuing their own individual goals as well. Myself included, of course. Even our fine silver-haired friend here has his own plans in mind. I won't deny it. I'll kindly ask you not to imply anything about my loyalty, however. Now, it was simply a jest, nothing more. Ooh, I see. There's more than meets the eye here. I do so love such games. Well, either way, your bad taste has a special kind of artistry to it, Professor. As for me, I'm going to make sure I enjoy myself. Come now, bad taste, you wound me. Regardless, you're free to watch the plan unfold to your heart's content. You are, after all, a representative of the Grand Master. Oh, I intend to. And so, Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool, enters the audience. Well, Weissman, I shall enjoy watching the Anguis's gospel plan unfold to the very end. Gets under my skin, Campanella. Meanwhile, Erebonian Empire, Southern Regions, 120 Selge from the Liberlian border. Karen, I'm home. Hey! Joshua, where did you go? Good, here you are. Sheesh, don't freak me out like that. Running off on your own? Why did you follow me? I told you, I have personal business here, and you did not need to come. Oh, thanks. Real cute with the gratitude there. And after I ran out here to look for you. Yeah, plus being all, hey, mind your own business. That's like asking us to follow you. Don't quite get the interest, though. Nothing but burned out shells and ruins here. Place looks old, too. We lived up on the Northern March a few years back, but I never heard anything about a town in the south burning to the ground. Bit of a shock, this. What was this village called, lad? Hamel. That's what it was called. Once. Hamel? Never heard of it. Kyle, you ever heard of it? Doesn't ring any bells, I'm afraid. You got anything, Don? Hang on about a second. The Imperial government might have said something about a Hamel way back when. No, been too long. Can't remember what it was about. Real help, bro. Thanks. My business here is done. I thank you for coming out here, even though it doesn't really concern you. Well, it's no big, but mind if I ask something? You're acting way differently than the first time we met. You aren't leading us on or anything, are you? That's a little ironic coming from you. As I seem to recall, you were putting on quite the performance when we first met. What I used to do was not really all that different. What? So what? Is this the real you or something? The real me. If you want to think of it that way, you can. The point is, I'm hardly a bracer any longer, and I'm certainly not the young junior bracer you remember. We're obviously missing some details, but I can respect the fact that you have your own reasons for doing what you do. Besides, you seem a bit easier to trust now, with being more honest. In a way. Not like before, when you were wearing a sheepskin, I guess you'd call it. Besides, we owe you for saving us from the Royal Army. We'll let your little insolences slide for now. You hardly need to let anything slide. I saved you because I require some useful pawns. All I need is for you to work enough to pay that debt back. Gah, you really have a thing for getting the last word in, don't you? Well, it doesn't matter to us. Your plan is exactly what we needed anyway. We'll be making plenty of use of you too, Mr. Chessmaster. As you wish. Simply remaining in my company puts you in a great deal of danger. I will support you to the best of my ability through what's to come. To the best of? Ungrateful, unreliable, and uncute. And I think I thought even for a second. Shut it! Just drop it, okay? Josette, calm down. The point is, we're allies until we all achieve our goals. We'll be counting on you too, Joshua. Yes. As am I with you. Well, shall we head out? Yes, let's return. To the land being swallowed by the creeping shadow. To Liberl. That is the end of the prologue. God damn. That is how you set up stakes. Adios! That was one heck of a trip. Much further, I think my legs are gonna pop off. Well, you can relax now. This is the lowest floor of the sealed area. Wait, really? Ah, thank the goddess. If you told me we were only halfway down, I think I'd be floating off to meet her right about now. Really, Father Kevin, you're being a little too humble. I can tell you're extremely well trained for a priest. If you were not, I doubt you could do the job you do. Ah, kazing. Read like a book. A children's book at that. Well, it's no big, if you figured it out. We're close to the Von Osleys family anyway. Oh, speaking of my job, that thing the Mayor of Rouen had. Ah, the Kronos Rod. In accordance with our pact, it's being kept safely secured using the prescribed methods. We can hand it off to you whenever you wish. Perfect, thanks. So anyway, the thing we discussed earlier, mind showing it to me? It's down here, right? Yes, follow me. Well now, would you look at this? I imagine even the church will have difficulty deciding what to do with this, yes? This sort of artifact isn't so much big as it is gargantuan. You mind if I take a closer look? As you like. The Queen has given her permission. Please, if you understand any of this, share your thoughts. So, this is the ring guardian that was in the report, huh? It's kind of similar to the archaism excavated in Calvard, but... wish I could have seen it moving. And this... This thing's an artifact from the last years of the ancient Sumerian civilization, which makes it at least 1,200 years old. It's clearly the core of the structure, but there's no clear indication as to what it actually does. Analysis of artifacts seems to be impossible with modern tools. They work on the same principle and energy as an orbment, but their internal structure is entirely different from an orbment's. That's what Professor Russell told us, at least. The church refers to these as gifts from the goddess given too early. And over here is... So, just after the black orbment you called the gospel was used, all the giant pillars that were in here were set into the floor. Yes, all 4 pillars set into the floor like this one. Even 2 months later, we're not even sure what it means, if anything. Okay, so a seal on the aureole, the gospel was used, and then the device in here spoke of device towers and a second barrier. I think I'm starting to see what kind of system is at work here. System? What system? There's nothing else here. Ah, well, call it a gut instinct at this point, but I think this was some sort of gate. Gate? Bingo. Call it a gate on the trail that leads to the goddess's treasure. And the thing that opens it is a black key called a gospel. If you think about it like that, the aureole being AWOL makes a lot more sense. But where's this trail of yours, then? This is the lowest floor. According to the professor, the ruins extend no further. Think a little less literally. It's not a trail you see with your eyes or normally walk. It could be the septium veins that run through the earth, or maybe it's some route we can't even imagine. But that's where we'll find a clue that will lead to the aureole. Chapter 1, Sneaking Shadows. This is where the game will branch out a lot. But now, we're back in Liberl. It's just nice to be somewhere familiar for once. After all the game's throwing stuff at you, and now you're finally back somewhere familiar. It's comforting, in a way. Whew. Being on an airship for over half a day is kind of tiring, huh? I know how to stretch our legs, though. Let's go report the completion of our training and duty readiness. Estelle? Hello? Oh, yeah. You're right. We should go say hi to Elnan. Hey, you? Estelle, you've got a case of the nerves, don't you? Yeah, I do. I don't know why either. I didn't feel this way at all before I went to training, but now... Somehow thinking that I'm really gonna be a full-fledged bracer? Now is making me really, really antsy. I get it. You're trembling with excitement, I bet. Excitement? Huh? You've grown way, way stronger over this past month, Estelle. And not just in, like, the whacking stuff with the stick department. You're more knowledgeable, careful, and you make better judgments. And now you're about to start hunting down the mysterious creepos who want to doom us all, or whatever, and you're gonna bring Joshua back. I bet all that's only just starting to sink in now. Yeah, when you put it that way, that is how I'm feeling. I'm such a dimwit. I'm like a mountain climber who didn't even bother looking up at how big the mountain before her is. Having second thoughts about climbing it? No way! If anything, I'm even more fired up now than I used to be. No matter how big a mountain is, you can only climb it one step at a time anyway. Even if I have to crawl, I'll reach the top no matter what. That's more like it. Okay, are we gonna head over to the guild? Let's go. I see. The both of you have done well. Well then, here's your reward based on your performance during training. Huh? We get paid for training? Not that I'll complain, but are you sure? Naturally, it is part of your job after all. It won't be a problem, so long as you put your new skills to good use for the guild. Right. I'll do my best. So, you should get 16 bracer points here if you picked all the correct dialogue options during the lock training facility. This should boost your bracer rank up to G+, which gives you the silver chain. It does seem like you two had quite a fulfilling training period. You even carry yourselves differently. It was. I learned a lot. If we ever get the chance, I'd love to go again. I'm glad to hear it. Speaking of which, Kurt and the others remained at the training grounds, correct? Yeah, Connor and Grant are doing some expert level stuff, I think. They said they won't be back for a while. I think I get what Elnan is poking at. Though, the guild's down 3 full-skilled bracers now. We're going to be really busy from now on. And on top of that, Cassius is still devoting all of his time to the military, right? Oh yeah. If I remember right, he's currently working out of Leyston Fortress. Cassius. Brigadier General Bright has been welcomed back into the army and is now head of military command. He's essentially the head of Her Majesty's Royal Army at this point. What? He's head of the army now? I thought General Morgan had that position. As I understand it, that was the original idea. But Morgan himself proposed giving Cassius full reign. He seemed to be entrusting the future of the army to your father, Estelle. The future? Entrusted to Dad? Well, we're doomed then. Well, I can see Cassius being given that much responsibility, you know? That's gonna mean we're down a S-rank hero too, though. I think it's safe to say we'll have plenty of support from the military from now on, however. At the same time, we have new threats to concern ourselves with. Huh? Right, you mean the Society? They start to do stuff while we were away? No, they've done nothing obvious, but that is admittedly how they work. What has happened are several strange occurrences over the past month. One example would be the changes in the wild beasts and monsters in various regions. The monsters have changed? Do you mind defining change, Elnan? I hope it isn't what I think it is. To start with, heretofore undocumented types of monsters are showing up all across the country. Even the existing monsters have become far more vicious and powerful. Travel has become significantly more dangerous. No one has been able to put forward an explanation as to why this is happening. So every beastie out there is nastier just 'cause? Oh man. It's definitely the Society's doing. They're trying to turn us all into monster kibble. Calm yourself, Annalise. We still don't have enough evidence to be certain of anything. We do know one thing, though. Things definitely began happening after the Queen's birthday celebrations. That we know for certain. The first reports came in practically the day after. Oh, crap. Don't look so glum. We've actually been formulating a response of sorts. And I'd very much like for the two of you to be a part of it. A response? You two are here already? I wanted to meet you at the port. Shara! And Agata, too! This is a surprise. Welcome back, you two. It's good to see you. Meh. You two got back sooner than I thought. I'm really happy to see you too, Shara. And Agata, hi. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, I think the last time we saw each other was during the Queen's birthday shindig. The old man told me about Joshua, you know. I'd heard you were pretty broken up over it. But you seem back on your feet already, yeah? Yeah, mostly. More to the point, though, why are you two together? Good question. I should get the camera. This is like seeing a king penguin. Oh, really? It isn't that rare, you two. Gotta admit, we don't work together that often, Scheherazade. Actually, Scheherazade and Agata are here to begin a special mission. I asked them to come here today for a specific reason. A mission? Indeed. They will be tasked with investigating the Society of Ouroboros. What? Wait, like chasing down their agents and stuff? Isn't that dangerous? I wish it was that exciting. Investigating might be a little too specific, though. We're barely even certain the Society exists at this point, you realize, despite what Cassius says. We're gonna be wandering all across Liberl, keeping an eye out for anything resembling a secret society bent on world domination. This is probably not gonna be the most exciting job ever, is the point. Oh, I get it. I guess groping around in the dark is the best thing we can do right now, huh? So I'm guessing you want us to tag along? Yes, I'd like to assign the two of you to assist Scheherazade and Agate. The plan is to have Shara and Agate investigate different areas separately. I would like for them to have a partner though, just in case the society really is as dangerous as we think it is. Okay, so one of us helps Shara, and the other helps Agate? Exactly. You willing to assist? You bet we are. I was gonna go looking for the society on my own anyway, so this is perfect. I want to help too. There's no way I can just sit around when there's suspicious stuff going on. Thank you. I'm so glad we have the help. Well then, the one remaining hurdle would be team formation. I'd be fine with either of you, really. We all know each other, basically. You two figure out how it'll work best. Of course you have to push the decision onto us. What do you think, Annalise? How should we do this? Well... This might be kinda irresponsible of me, but I think it might be best if you decide, Estelle. What? You've only been a full bracer for a little while, right? You probably haven't found your style as a bracer yet. So how about using this as a chance to see what kind of bracer you want to be? Annalise. Well, well, look at you, Annalise. Where did you learn to talk like a professional? Leave it to me! Either way, girl's got a point. Shara and I are the same rank, but the way we fight are different. I barely use arts except for support once in a while. I focus more on cutting things down with my sword. And I emphasize speed, the range of my whip, and orbal arts. You really can't go wrong with either of us, I think. Keep in mind that being a bracer involves much more than just fighting, though. Think hard and choose the partner you think matches you best. Well then, I'll... So this decision's kind of important. When I say kind of, it'll impact basically the first chapter of the game. Shara is probably the worst option you can pick here. Especially for Nightmare. Because Shahrazade's only upside is giving you attack advance. Whereas Agate can pop S-crafts like it's nobody's business, and that makes farming Shining Palms easier. It's just nicer. Agate has a lot more utility than Scheherazade does, despite what they tell you here. So, I would say, if you're newer to the game or don't want to challenge yourself, go with Agate. Otherwise, if you're up for more of a difficult time, go with Shara. Just keep in mind, you're a full bracer now. I ain't gonna go easy on you. Hope you're ready. Yeah, I know. I kinda thought you might say something like macho like that. What? Come on now. Starting off with an argument is probably not the best way to begin this trip. Anyway, that'll make Annalise and me the other team. I'm looking forward to seeing how your training turned out. Heck yeah! Feels like forever since we worked together, Shara. So with that out of the way, the next step is figuring out how we're gonna wander the country looking for shadows. Any thoughts, Elnan? Possibly. I would suggest beginning by going to help the regions with the busiest branches. In fact, I just received pleas for aid from the Ruan and Rodent branches today. Rather desperate sounding ones at that. That sounds just lovely. I suppose I have been away from Rodent for too long. I'd best go help Ina. Yeah, I think that's for the best. It's been a while since I've seen Ina too. This'll be fun. Well, I'll head to Ruan then. You cool with that, right, Estelle? Of course. Man, I wonder how everyone in Ruan's doing. I'll contact the branches ahead of your arrival. Be careful, everyone. Okay then, we'll get a bit of an early start. Estelle, you just gotten back too. I'm sorry we couldn't spend more time together. I'm certainly not, because you suck. Me too. Sounds like Aina and Roland really need the help though. Be sure to say hi to everyone for me. You got it. Estelle, I'm sure you're fine, but don't fret yourself to loose ends, alright? Shara, my tarot tells me that the bond between you and Joshua has not been severed yet. So, don't worry. Believe in your connection to him. Follow it, and your trail will be clear. I know it. Yeah. Thanks, Shara. I feel a lot braver now. Come on now. Don't make that face. You're a full bracer, remember? Be proud of yourself. Right, I am. So, Estelle, guess this is goodbye for now, then. Annalise, thanks for going with me on my training. Shara asked you to come with me, right? I've been found out like a pie thief in the night. Shara said having someone who didn't know Joshua too well around would help you sort out your feelings. So yeah, she asked me. I thought so. But don't tell her everything. Hey, what's wrong with being upfront at this point, right? But the real truth is, it wasn't just that. I did want to train myself too. And I really do think I learned a lot by training with you, Estelle. So I've got to say it too. Thank you. Annalise. Okay, deep breaths. I know you might think I'm weird for saying this, but... Huh? I like to think we're already friends, but, well, I'd like it if you and me, Estelle, if we became something more. What? What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? No, don't try to stop me, Shara. I'm serious. I'm absolutely sure about this. Serious? Oh my. Really? Right here, in public? You have got to be freaking kidding me. Well, I know I'm a couple years older than you, Estelle, but we totally spent about the same amount of time in the guild. And you know what? Age doesn't matter when it comes to something like this. So, what do you think? I'm really happy, and I think my heart is racing out of my chest, but this is kind of a surprise, to say the least. Besides, there's, Joshua, and there's, kind of some issues on a couple fronts, or more than a couple, rather. Joshua? What does he have to do with this? What problems would there be on a couple fronts if we became rivals? Rivals? Yeah. We're about the same age, about equal in skill level. I thought it'd help us both try to reach even higher, but you don't actually like this idea, do you? That's what you meant. Okay. As unpredictable as always, I see. Not quite the punchline I was expecting. Punchline? Well, if that's what you mean. Alright then. I, Estelle Bright, hereby recognize you as my rival, Annalise Elfeed. Consider the gauntlet thrown. In your face, even. Sweet. Alright, step 1. A race to see which one of us can reach Agata and Shara's level first. Bring it on, Sword Brain. I'll leave you eating my bracer point dust. Oh boy. I do believe we are in some amount of peril, good Mr. Crossner. Heh, seriously. Nothing scarier than a couple of kids charging straight ahead. This is the final boarding call for the Cecilia, bound for Roland. All passengers, please embark immediately. That's us, I'm afraid. Well then, you two, stay safe. We'll contact you through the guild should we find anything. Keep in touch with us as well. Will do. See you, Annalise. Shara, stay safe. Yeah. Good luck, Estelle. My apologies. I had to go for a brief second. Okay then. Should we finish our check-in and wait for the next Rouen-bound flight? Yeah, the ship bound for Rouen ought to get out here soon enough. But you don't want to do some shopping or something, though? Been a month. I won't mind hitting the department store, but... You sure you wouldn't mind, Agate? I'm easy, really. Guys just charge into things without any planning, you see. Girls are the ones who actually bother preparing and whatnot. I say choose what you think is important. Okay. Well, to be honest, I can get what we need in Rouen. Let's just get our tickets. Works for me. Tickets should be sold in the lobby of the Airship Company building. Let's go. And Annalise is gone forever. Boo-womp. Yes, unfortunately, Annalise is now gone as a playable party member forever. Until Trails on the Sky the Third. Oops. Gonna want to pop on our silver chains and earrings. Also gonna be giving Estelle the glove gear. Although you can put that on Agate if you want to as well. Actually, that's what I should be doing. Where is the thing? Look. There we go. Poison is going to be probably the most common ailment you're going to be running into for the next little portion of the game, so I'd recommend keeping some kind of poison immunity on you. Huh? What? Really, this is why I cannot stand the pompous imperial nobility. And I thought there were limits to how unpleasant a single person could be. Huh. You took the words right from my mouth. Tell me, why does the Republic even care about the engine provision deal? I did not think Liberl's internal politics were your plaything. It's a matter of national, no, international security, of course. It's only been a decade since Erebonia attempted to annex this innocent little country. It is absolutely unacceptable for a half-barbaric nation like yours to lay their hands on such cutting-edge technology. The Republic is a long-standing friend of Liberl. We won't stand back and allow something that will threaten its interests. Long-standing friend? Some friends you are, you didn't send them so much as a soldier in the war. You're just pretending to be allies when it suits you, while standing back and doing nothing when it doesn't. What did you just... My Lord Ambassador Crenau, may I suggest we leave the matter there? We do not wish to bother the other customers. But Mueller, we... Ambassador Cochrane, may I ask that you back down as well? This is a debate that could be handled just as well through the embassies. Very well. I can't say I like hearing that from a member of the Imperial family. Still far better than hearing it from that pompous and gluttonous member of the nobility, I suppose. What did you just... Well, gentlemen, if you'll pardon me. That insufferable she-wolf! This is why commoners with no history or tradition are... My lord? Yes, yes. I shall return to the embassy. I trust I can leave the other matter in your hands. As you will, my lord. Hiya. Estelle, yes? It's been some time since your, help during the festival, I believe. I'm glad you remember. That was one heck of an argument just now, though. Who were those two, and why were they going at each other like a cat and dog? The man was the ambassador of the Erebonian Empire to Liberl, Lord Deviel Crenag. The woman would be the ambassador from the Republic of Calvard, Elsa Cochrane. They head up their respective embassies here in the capital. Oh, I see. Awful damn childish for a couple of ambassadors. Can those two really do their jobs? Agate. I wish I could disagree, honestly. To say that the Empire and the Republic have always been on bad terms would be an understatement at the best of times. And on top of that, those two are like oil and water on a personal level. Well, no, the fact they break into an argument every time they meet shows how similar they are in some ways. I guess I can see that. Though, maybe it's because I walked into the middle of a conversation, but I couldn't understand like half of that. Something about engine provision and Liberl's internal politics? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't ask. No, I don't mind. It's not really a secret anyway. The engine in question is actually the latest from your own central factory. Once the design is finalized, sample units are to be provided by your airship company to the Empire and Republic both. But, well, bumped into Ambassador Cochrane when we came by to finalize the details of the deal. Oh, I get it. Why the big argument about an engine, then? An orbital ship's engine is what determines what a ship can really do. Since you can install them in military ships, you usually don't just hand them out like candy. Now I get it. It'd be a real mess if the engine let the Imperial Army get all powered up. Well, I mean... Not at all. It's true. Normally, sharing such advanced technology with other countries so freely would be unthinkable. But this is a part of your Queen's plan. Rather than monopolizing a technological edge, she wishes to provide it to other countries to promote multinational peace. At least that's her plan as I understand it. I get it. She did mention something like that a while ago now that I think about it. Pretty incredible that the Queen is willing to try something like that. Like, it's not just an ideal, you know? It's something that could really change how people negotiate. Yes, you have reason to be proud of your Queen, I'd say. My apologies, but this conversation has gone on longer than I'd intended. You're here for air tickets, yes? I'll pardon myself here. Oh yeah. Say, Mueller, about Olivier. Has he gone back to Ereboni already? What? You've not heard? I haven't really had a chance to see him since the Queen's birthday celebrations, actually. I felt kind of bad about that. Oh, don't worry. That half-wit is continuing to while away his days here in Liberl. He said he was going to visit Elmo Springs, if I remember right. Okay, then. Yeah, that sounds like Olivier, alright. Should he ever bother returning to the embassy like a responsible citizen, unlikely as that is, I'll let him know you were asking after him. I'll make sure he at least contacts you before he returns to the Empire. Thanks, Mueller. Hardly. I should thank you for keeping that lunatic company. Now, if you'll excuse me. That's one hell of a stiff military type for a friend of that golden-haired guy. Who is he? Mueller, the resident military officer for the Erebonian Embassy, I think. I've only ever met him a few times myself. Well... Bilton, he made sure not to leave himself open at any point in our chat. A well-trained dog of the military, and hiding some sharp fangs to boot. There you go again. He does seem like he's really strong, though. I don't trust any Imperials, and that includes Blondie. Seems like he talked to Cassius about something. Who knows what his plan is? What with staying too long? I guess that's a good point. Although Olivier may be weird, but I can't think of him as a bad guy. Even Mueller doesn't seem all that malevolent, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Let's get over to the counter and get our tickets. Agate, you naughty, naughty boy. No. So you want to buy your tickets, but you also want to make sure you talk to this flight attendant and buy Liberl News issue 2, because that is a missable item. So, I suppose let's have a look at Agate. Comes with everything he knew in first chapter, with the addition of Wild Rage 2. He joins your party at level 42. In terms of quartz that he comes equipped with, he has Seal, Move, Shield, and Attack. Now that shield quartz is going to be very useful, because it gives us access to aerial. Additionally, Seal also gives us access to Spiral Flare. Spiral Flare is a stronger version of Firebolt EX, and something we'll be getting some good use out of in the near future. Unfortunately, without Seal, Agate won't have access to his second Fire Quartz slot for quite a while, but you probably wouldn't end up using it anyway, if I'm being brutally honest. So I'm going to equip him with an Evade and a Shield, Action 1, and Luck. And then I'll put HP 1 in the final slot. You could alternatively give him a Defense 1, but most of Agate's power is put into his attacks, so that's probably not in your best interest. Either way, that's everybody outfitted. I don't think anything else is needed. NPC. Hello and welcome. Will you be flying with us today? If you are, you will need to check in and present your tickets. Once we check in, we should stick around and wait for the airship. Sure you got everything you need? As much as you say that, if you try and leave, you're stuck in this small section. The only thing you can buy here is that Liberl News copy too. So as long as you have that, you are all ready to set off. Damn it. Play nice dialogue options. Very well. Please sign the papers then. Ah, sure. Thank you. Everything is in order. Please wait in the harbor area for the next airship arrival. Okay. Right then. Let's find a good bench and wait for the next ship. And we begin. If you recall, the Lind was the same airliner that went missing in first chapter. And here we are standing on it now. What a nice day. The tourists gotta be flooding the streets in Rouen if the weather's like this here and there. Maybe. They got bigger things heating the place up than tourism, though. Other than tourism? What do you mean? The election for the new mayor. Apparently there's 2 popular candidates to replace old Dalmore. So it's like an actual fight of an election? Neat. And thinking about it, I guess it is about time, huh? They can't just let the mayor office sit empty. Yeah. Whole thing's been a bit of a mess ever since you guys blew that case wide open. I heard about what you guys did from Jean. Yeah, after you left, me, Joshua, and Chloe worked on that. Well, we had some help from a reporter too, and the actual arrest was done by Lieutenant Schwartz of the Royal Guard. Yeah, even better. You're smart enough to see it wasn't all just you. And by Chloe, though, you mean the girl in uniform, right? AKA Princess Claudia? Man, that blew my friggin' mind when I heard that in the castle. Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, I haven't seen Chloe since the birthday festival. Or Olivier, I guess, for better or worse. And not just them. And Tita too. And Zin. I told Tita and her old fogey about what was up with you. I figured they'd worry too much if they were kept in the dark. Oh, thanks, Agate. Yeah, well, you'd better send him a letter soon, or meet him in person or whatever. They miss you. Oh, and Zin went back to Calvert after the festival. He said to give you his best. I see. I wish I could have said goodbye. As for the princess, pretty sure she went back to the Genis Royal Academy. We'll be in Rouen for a while, so I think we can find some time to drop in and say hi at least. Yeah, you're right. What, did I say something funny? Oh no, not really. I was just thinking you're a lot more thoughtful than you look, Agate. You even offered to let me do some shopping before we left the capital. Thoughtful? I'm not. I mean, I am, but... forget it. Whatever, I'm gonna go take a nap in my seat till we arrive. Don't get so absorbed in wandering around that you forget to get off at Rouen. Agate, you really do try too hard sometimes. Anyway, I think I'll take his advice. Time for a bit of looking around before we arrive. Oi. Such a pity. To think that thanks to the clouds, you can't even see the Safel Tower from here. I'm a researcher with the History Museum. You know the towers, right? I'm here to inspect those. After Her Majesty's birthday celebrations, there were sightings of odd phenomena around the Tetralic Towers. A little late, but better to investigate now than never, right? Bandit still hasn't been caught. Ron's in the middle of an election. I finished my duties at Grimsel Cathedral, and I'm on my way home to Bose. I must confess, though, all the time I've been away, I've been so worried I thought I'd go crazy. The ship isn't even going the right way, but I just jumped on without thinking about it. Oh, did Sunday school end safely at least? Oh dear, oh dear. Orvid. You may remember him from first chapter. This guy. Oh, no way. Absolutely must make this next deal happen. I should look over the local foodstuffs again. That's a good idea. I should return to my roots and do some plain old investigating. Oh boy. Excuse me, are you from the Bracer Guild, miss? I am, yeah. I thought so. I'm glad we could meet again. Do you remember me? I was one of the people you saved when the Sky Bandits held us hostage. Oh, you were with the captain, right? That's right, I'm Claire. I managed the passenger cabin. Our entire crew owes you our lives and more. We're still here at our post because you managed to save us. You're welcome. Is the entire crew of the Lind back at work? Yes, everyone is working even harder than before. That's great. I'm glad everyone was able to get back to their lives. Forgive me for asking, Miss Bracer, but are you travelling for pleasure today? Or work? Unfortunately, it's always work. I'll probably end up riding airships a lot from now on. I hope you treat me well if I end up on the Lind again. Absolutely. I hope we get to serve you again. Casino in Rouen finally finished its renovations. I left Grimsel as soon as I heard. Sometimes you just need to kick back and chill out, you know? Sometimes, he says sometimes my foot. You've only just managed to find a job. Incredible. Liberl never ceases to amaze me. Back home in Calvert, airships are still very rare. It was some kind of shock when I found out normal citizens use them so casually like this. Valeria Lake. Somewhere in that wide open lake, the legendary guardian of Valeria's water lives. Someone hasn't changed a bit. Oh, I was wondering who it was. Hello, Estelle. Hi, Lloyd. I haven't seen you in forever. Looking to challenge the Lord King Mugwump Fish of Valeria Lake again? For now, no. I'm off to Rouen. I've heard there's a nice convenient spot right in the city limits. Wow, you sure are dedicated. It sounds fun, but I guess I'm just not that into fishing. Oh, really? That's a pity. You got quite a talent for it, from what I saw at the Kingfisher Inn. I know. Let me give you this. Huh? Welcome to the new mandatory side quest. This is, it's a rod for beginners and a notebook for recording your fishing records. We, the members of the Fisherman's Guild, are dedicated to the expansion of the culture of fishing. We're always happy to provide promising rookies with the tools of the trade. Incidentally, are you bound for Rouen? Yeah, I am actually. Oh well then, you'll have a chance to swing that rod right away. There are all sorts of fishing spots in Rouen. I guess it would be a good chance. Now that you mention it, Rouen as a region is kind of full of waterside areas. As I mentioned, there's a point within the city itself too. You should go there first to practice. For now, so long as you enjoy it, that's enough. Yeah, thanks. I'll definitely give it a shot. I pray that you join our ranks someday. Well then, safe journey to you. So... the fishing book. If you don't want to fill this out, I don't blame you. This is probably the thing I hate the most about completing second chapter. Screw this fishing book. In no uncertain terms, screw it. Heckity honkity with a fishing book. He's already completely passed out. Man, just when I thought we'd get to rest in both for a bit, straight off to the ice. If that non-aggression pact with the Empire happens, our trade in Orbits is going to explode after all. The plan is to get to the ice now and secure some product in advance. Maintain altitude, keep throttle at 60%. Maintain heading until we reach the Rubin River. Altitude okay, setting throttle at 60%, maintaining current heading until we cross the Rubin River. You have some business on the... Wait a moment, you're that girl from before. Hi sir, I haven't seen you in a while. I saved you at the bandit hideout, right? Yes, I thought so. You must forgive me, I never had a chance to properly thank you. Allow me to offer my thanks on behalf of the entire crew. You're welcome. I was really just doing my job, though. Still, it is kind of funny, though. Taking a trip on the same airship I once helped to rescue. Repairing the damage those thugs did took some time, but the Lynn's as good as new now. I'm sure she's doing her best with you on board. Looks like she heard us talking. With conditions like today's, we should arrive in Rouen in no time. Please enjoy the rest of your journey, and let us know if you need anything. I will. Thanks, sir. I believe that's everything to check. I'm just going to check the bottom floor. Yeah, okay. Now that you've checked every floor, you should get a notification. We'll be arriving in Rouen shortly. Please be aware that there may be turbulence while landing, so we ask that all passengers please take their seats. Whoops, I'd better get to my seat. Oh, the steel drums, how I have missed Rouen. All good stuff. Oh hey, welcome back. Boy, but am I glad you guys are here. Kana's been away, so the board's covered with jobs. You guys have your work cut out for you. Geared up and ready to go, I hope. Sending us out already? We're expecting a little board work, but anything urgent come up lately? Well, no. We're snowed under with work in general, but none of it is particularly urgent. I mean, the election's being held under the eyes of the military anyway. The town's so busy boiling over from the election that the tourists have stayed away a bit. Whoa, the election's gotten that hot? Who's running? We haven't heard. Mr. Norman, who is a proponent of the tourism industry, and Mr. Portos, who wants to try and revive the harbours and shipping business. Remember, this is a big deal. The mayor of Rouen is also the governor of the entire region. People in Minoria and elsewhere are voting too. It's been a real media circus. The election is basically going to decide the future of Rouen. It's exciting. I get it now. That is big. Well, given that I'm underage and not a citizen of Rouen, I guess I can't vote. I'd admit, though, since I basically helped cause this, I'm sort of curious to see where this goes. Didn't. Oh, then read the coverage from the Liberl News. Their investigative articles are excellent. Investigation. Wait, that reminds me. There is actually a job I'd like for you to focus on. It isn't urgent, but it's something that needs looking into. Oh, what's up? Well, how do I put this? It's hard to explain. Maybe I shouldn't have. The heck? Ain't like you to beat around the bush, Gene. Since when do you hesitate to pile the work on? Come on, spit it out. Well, thanks for the honesty, I think. Well, alright, here it is. I want you to investigate ghost sightings. See, I knew you were gonna look at me like that. This is why I didn't want to bring it up. No, sorry. It's just a bit of, a surprise is all. So, what exactly do you mean by ghost sightings? Okay, so, it began about 2 weeks ago. We've been receiving reports that people have been seeing a white shadow at night. And not just in the city of Rouen, mind you. Reports have come in from all across the province. They saw a white shadow at night. Wait, you mean... so that's why you said a ghost. And it probably isn't a prank or a trick of the eyes if people are seeing this thing all over. Exactly. I'd have dismissed one sighting, but with all the reports we've gotten... While you're traveling around working on the other jobs, do you think you could follow up on a few of the reports? Well, you see... it'd be irresponsible of us to take such a job on with so much else going on. Yeah, that's it. Estelle, are you? Wait, no, not at all. You think Estelle, the coup breaker, hero of Liberl, would be afraid of ghosts? No way, no how, no. Sorry, I am afraid of ghosts. A little. More than a little from the looks of it. Well, don't worry, nobody's been hurt or anything, and it isn't urgent. We'll just pretend this conversation didn't. No, we'll take it. Don't forget, a big part of our mission is investigating the society. We want to keep an eye out for even the slightest hints of activity from them. That's the plan, remember? Oh. Everyone has things they have trouble handling. Everyone. So don't be afraid to admit you're scared of something. But admit it and do something about it instead of just running away from it. Ouch. A little harsh, don't you think, Agate? No, Agate's totally right. I am afraid of ghosts, but no ghost could match the terror I felt the day Joshua disappeared. Estelle. Meh, now you get it. Jean, we'll investigate these sightings and get to the bottom of them. I promise. Glad to hear it. Anyway, I've got 3 sightings in particular that I think bear looking into. First one is a report from a guard at Air Lesson. Apparently, he saw something during a night patrol that spooked the heck out of him. Okay. Not scared, not scared. The second one I know of was a sighting by a member of the Ravens. Figure that one should be easy since Agata's with you. If he doesn't talk, I'll remind the guy who the real boss is. Oh, cut it out with the macho stuff. They seemed kind of different during the tournament in Grimsel, you know? Yeah, I kinda doubted it. Well, do try to be subtle about it, yes? The last report is from one of the children at the Mercia orphanage. Wait, one of the orphanage kids? Yes, Matron Teresa contacted us on her behalf. Alright, I guess you wouldn't know. Reconstruction of the orphanage finished not too long ago. According to Matron Teresa, it's more or less exactly as it once was. It is? That's a relief. I wanted to go say hi to Matron Teresa and the kids anyway. I'll ask about the thingy sighting when I go congratulate them over the new orphanage building. And that's it. Remember though, this really isn't urgent, so you can put it off for a bit if something else comes up. The rest of the job's on the board, so make sure to check it. Bracer quests, which you may choose to accept or ignore, are posted to the board in each guild house. If you approach the board and press the confirm prompt when the mark appears, you can see the full list. Select a job to see the details on it, such as the objective and potential rewards. These details will automatically be recorded in your notebook. Once you've heard what all 3 witnesses have to say, come back here. We can go over all the testimonies and take a stab at figuring this mess out. Understood. The Ravens hang out right here in the city in the warehouse district. We might check with them first. Right. Warehouse district is across the bridge by the harbor. Let's move out. So, want to accept all the jobs immediately? This is the first proper stretch of the game where we're going to have a fair bit of exploration to do. So let's get down to it, I suppose. If we take a look at the map, you can see the bracers right next to the Orbital factory, which is right next to the hotel, and 2 stores. So let's go to the Orbital factory first. How do those new orbits feel? You should focus on upgrading your slots to get a handle on their functionality levels as well. So you can now make EP1s if you didn't already have an EP1 before this from the Laloc training grounds, which is something I recommend you do as soon as possible. We also get access to one of the best forts in the early game, Blind. That is because... bum-ba-da-bum... Put the EP cup there. Remove the lock. Put that hit 1 on Agate, because I don't trust his shaky hit rate. Slap the luck in there, and you get access to Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear being one of the best early game arts you could possibly have. So, yeah, Shadow Spear is a thing. Quite based. Anyhow. Can't quite fit everything we want on there, but it's not the end of the world. As long as you have access to Lartier and Estelle still, you should be A-okay. In terms of slots, Agate is one of the easier characters to get all of the slots on, because he has, his lines aren't very long. The cost for upgrading slots depends on the amount of, different slots there are in one line. So you see Agate has the one that's connected to everything in the center, and then he has 1 brown line, 1 blue line, 1 green line. They're all 2 slots, whereas Estelle's lines are 3. So they have a higher cost at the 3rd slot, as you can see there, with a quick comparison. So getting strong quartz on Agate isn't too difficult. Ooh, what's his hit rate like? $19.24. He'll be fine. Pop the HP on him. I don't know why I'm worrying. With that out of the way, we now have access to Shadow Spear, which has a chance to instantly kill. which I shouldn't need to explain is quite ooga booga, at the very least. Anyhow, let's get to work. First port of call here is heading into Hotel Blanche on the first floor. So it should be in one of these rooms. Excuse me, can we have a moment? Sure, what's going on? You wouldn't happen to be Santos, would you? We saw your request on the board. Oh, your braces. I was finally getting worried. If you're free, I'd like to get right down to business. How about it? Yup, we're good to go. So what's the job? Okay, here's what I need. I want you to take a photograph of something in Liberl Tower. And that something is specifically on the roof of the tower. Liberl Tower, huh? That old ruin just off the Orient Causeway, right? Bingo. Figured you'd know about it. What do you want a photo of the tower for? Is it for an editorial, maybe? No, not at all. I was dispatched by the History Museum in the capital. This task is for research purposes. Ah, gotcha. It's an academic investigation. Bingo again. I'll admit this isn't exactly your run-of-the-mill research, though. Run-of-the-mill? Let's worry about that later. First, let's go over the details of the job. Oops, sorry. Got a bit sidetracked. How much have I said so far? You want us to climb to the top of the tower and photograph something. We just need to know what that something is. Okay, so here's the mysterious objects on the roof of the towers. We know they're ancient artifacts of some kind, but outside of that, we got nothing. Without much else to go on, the only thing we researchers can conclude is that they're devices of some kind. Actually, I might have an idea of what you're talking about. They look like weird pedestals, right? Oh, you know about them? Bingo, bingo, bingo! They look exactly like pedestals. Oh, cool! Then yeah, I've seen them around before. I don't think they work anymore, though. Actually, about that. That might not be entirely true. Huh? The device on Liberl Tower has reportedly been activated. What? It's actually working? The museum's received a report about that from a very reliable source. I doubt they were mistaken. Huh, interesting. So that's why you wanted us to check this out so quickly. Exactly. Anyway, we need to record the current state of the device. Talk about spooky. Yeah, probably a good idea to look into it. Is the device dangerous? We don't suspect it poses any danger for now, but you never know. We can't say for sure. Anything could happen, so be very careful. Of course, I've got no intentions of letting my guard down. Just to double check, you only need a photograph of the device in question, right? Yep, please bring the photograph straight to me. I'm going to lend you a camera too, but I'll need you to return it once you're back. Alright, I'm counting on you. This is pretty clunky. Well, yeah, if you want a research quality, you need a hunk of machinery like this. Oh, by the way, I've already set the photo quartz. All you need to do is snap the shutter. Yeah, got it. Okay, one more time. I need to go to the top of Liberl Tower, take a picture of the device on the roof, then return here with the photo and return the camera. That about the size of it? Perfect. One more thing. No need for fancy or trick angles. A simple composition for the photo is the best. Keep that in mind, as it'll be a question that you get asked later for bonus bracer points. This is for research purposes only, so try to get the most head-on shot you can. Okay, keep it simple. No problem. Can't wait to see the photo. Stay safe up there. So, the next section we need to visit is... not here. The Levantar Casino and Bar. He sells nature's bounties, but he also sells an Azalea's Kiss, which you want to get just so you have it down in your notebook. Additionally, welcome to hell. Man, these slots are old and rickety as hell. They're not nearly as nice as the modern ones, which is totally why I lost. Yeah. So, there is an achievement for playing blackjack and reading all the Gambler Jack books. Misery. It's just luck. Once you have access to the infinite mirror trick, you should come back here as soon as you can and get it out the way before it becomes a problem later. Because this sucks, for lack of a better term. Additionally, you can exchange mirror for medals, and you can also buy stuff. Unfortunately, it's all important stuff, like Gambler Jack Volume 2, the Marine Star, and the Long Barrel. Personally, not too big a fan. So I'm just going to buy Gambler Jack Volume 1, the Marine Star, and I'll leave the Long Barrel here for now, but it is here if you need it. It's definitely something that's worth going back to get, but for now, I'd leave it. If you don't want to grind up the money to get access to it, there's no harm in leaving it be for now. Agate with Wild Rage 2, indeed. Speaking of Agate, moving it back. Definitely good for the grind. Oop. Whoops. Jumping the gun on that one. Gotta check. Alright. Check the duty-free goods shop. If you didn't buy the Liberl News issue 2, you can get that from here. And you can also buy all the non-monster ingredients for the surprise cookie, should you want those. Yeah, cat-foot slippers aren't exactly the best defensive equipment known to man. But they boost your evasion, so... Oh, Lord. Yeah. Unfortunately, it is what it is. We are now flat broke. I'm not entirely sure if there's an equipment set for it. I just know about the benefits you can get from having them now. Ah, is that you, Lloyd? Oh, it's you guys. How about it? Already tried out your rod? No, not yet. I had some places I needed to go. I see, I see. Well then, want to check out a spot nearby? I know a really great location. Really? Yes, please. Hey, weren't we going to ask Ravens about the goat? Of course we were. But we can make a short stop, right? Please? Fine. Hurry up and get it over with. No worries. It won't take that much time. Let me show you. Follow me. Yeah! Fishing sucks. This is the spot you were talking about? Yeah, look at the surface of the water. See, there's a ripple in the water, right? That's a sign you can pull up a fish here. You should be able to find them in most bodies of water, so be sure to keep an eye out on your travels. Okay, so basically, just pay attention to the surface of the water. Got it. Now, enough about how to find fishing spots. Next, let me give you this. And you get polychate. Polychate? I can't say it. It's bait. It's just fishing bait. It's not sold in stores, so you'll have to find it on your own. They're dropped by monsters, though, so a bracer like you shouldn't have any problems. Which is where the luck quartz will come in clutch. That's good to hear. And that's about it. You'll just have to find out the rest by trying stuff. Yeah, got it. Thanks for all the help. No, my pleasure. It's all part of being a member of the Fisherman's Guild. Well then, catch you later. I expect great results. May as well get it out the way now. Marine Star is the recommendation here, which is why I just bought it. You want to hit the A button, or the confirm button, as soon as you get the prompt. And that'll pull them up. Fish are a relatively easy way of getting Sepith if you have the spare polychate to go around, and they can also drop some items that are quite valuable. The type of fish you'll find depends on the bait and the rod used. And also how lucky you are. You can also use fish as bait. Which is quite funny, but, no. Boss Portos is busy with the election right now, and taking over running the harbour in this place for now. I see. Oop, crud. Wrong warehouse. It's this one. Yep. So, as cool as Shadow Spear is, it is not good for this boss. Unfortunately. As nice as it would be to take advantage of. I'm gonna get the cast 1 here on Estelle. Just so she can get those Sultan Guards off slightly faster. As for Agate, he's just gonna walk in and slap stuff until it falls over. Save the game. And if both of your characters are in a back position, like so, should be ready to go. Ah, man, I've been feeling worn out lately. Hey, look, they got upgraded from minor characters to major characters. They have portraits now. We've been working like dogs at training, but it still doesn't feel like we're any stronger. I don't get why we're having trouble with random fog and monsters on the roads. It ain't just us, though. Everyone's been saying the monsters are getting really dangerous lately. Like everything's gotten a couple times more powerful than it used to be. Freaky. Now that you mention it, yeah. Whatever. How about we have a night on the town? First one we've had in a while. We can head up the Laventar in the North Block. How's that sound? Oh, that place with the remodeled casino on the second floor? Oh yeah, that sounds great. Especially since I hear the dealers are hot chicks. They're all dudes. Maybe I can show them my strength at poker, if you know what I mean. Now that's a plan. Connor's out of town, so if we want to cut loose a bit, now's the time. Do you seriously think you can get away with that? Agate? What the hell is this? I hear all about how you've improved, and when I show up, you guys are acting like this? It was just a joke, man. Totally a joke. Hey, wait, isn't that... That's the newbie bracer chick, Estelle. Hey guys, it's been a while. We last met at the tournament, I think. Yeah, sounds right. Oh man, we watched you from the stands after our fight all the way to the finals. You're incredible. I've fallen for you all over again. Thanks? Anyway, we're here for a reason. Guild business. Is the guy who saw a white shadow here today? White shadow, you mean? Yeah, they must mean that. You know what I'm talking about then? So spit it out already. Stop wasting our time, it's valuable. Wait just one damn minute. Where do you get off making demands like that? Huh? You're pissing me off. You abandon us, leave us in the dust to become a bracer of all things, a fucking law whore, and then you come back to us only when it's convenient for you and expect us to tell you whatever? Well, you can just piss right off. Yee, Rocco! Heh, you're a prideful son of a gun, Rocco, same as ever. What do you want me to do then, huh? Get down on the ground and beg? You gotta fight us, here and now. What? Why? Dude, calm down. Shut it. We need to settle this. You win, we'll tell you what you want to know. If we win, you don't get tagged like the puffed up kingfish no more. Suits me just fine. Let's see just how tough you guys have gotten. Alright, you three, come get some. Oh man. Why'd things turn out like this? But hey, we get to fight Estelle again! I, don't know if that's really the point here. Okay then, don't expect me to hold back. So, all three of them, unlike in first chapter, have essentially the same moves. And they are just as damn dangerous. Finally, we get a look at what Agata's stuff actually does. Wild Rage 2 gives him 150 CP, but takes 70% of his max HP. Spiral Edge, Flame Slash, Dragoona Edge all work the same way they did in first chapter. Nothing new there. Gonna start by popping up those Sultan Guards. The defense down can be more of a blessing than a curse in some situations, but overall it can be kinda nasty. They really just like spamming Shakedown, huh? But yeah, these guys are a problem because of the amount of turns they actually get compared to you. They can kind of gang up on you and just dome you. Fortunately, there's a crit turn coming up, so I'm going to Wild Rage 2, get the crit heal. Luckily, the crits are landing on our turns instead of theirs, which makes this slightly less annoying. Yowza! Damage. Anyhow. I don't remember if these guys are susceptible to any statuses, but I don't think they are, so... Hey. Attack delay is your best friend. You gotta give yourself as many opportunities to attack as possible here, realistically. Don't burst your S-brakes too early, is another thing I'd probably caution on. Oh, and he's just out of reach. Okay. That should put him in range. And now Rocco's going to have to walk all the way back over if he wants to actually do anything, which is convenient for us. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And now the problem begins. Huzzah! Yep, death.
Sorry.
Go again! Lord. Alternatively, there is another dumb thing you can definitely do. deal the HP heal turns. It's not the best plan ever, but it certainly works. Unfortunately, they do land the seal there, which is kind of annoying. We just want to get as many crit turns away from him as possible at the moment. So we'll Curie there instead of doing something else. Ow. Double ow. Keep everybody topped up. Damn! They just really love beating up Agata, apparently. Eesh. Good question on what the strat here is. Can I get away with the Curia? Yeah, the cooldown's low enough. I'll be fine. Here's the hope that Agate takes the hit. Ah, nope. That's bad. Yep. Oh, that sucks. Because she gets crit now anyway. Ooh. Okay, we're good. Jeebus. See if we can delay that. Seeing as nobody's particularly close. Almost makes me wish I had a crest here, but I don't think it'd make that much of a difference. I'm gonna assume that Dean is gonna be very mean. Yes. Okay, good call. Now we want to Flame Smash to get them all away. And the seal actually procced. Okay, that is bloody amazing. If you can get the seal off, the fight becomes so much easier. It's just fishing for it that takes a kind of long time. Because as long as they're sealed, they actually can't do anything. Because they don't have any orbital arts, which is neato burrito, to say the least. I'm gonna preserve the CP on Agate there. And walk up on him. Of course I should have gone for Curia. Son of a goat. Oh well. It happens. I think that might be me screwed though. Estelle can Curia, which is fine, but then Agate's kind of screwed, so I have to tear then Curia. Ooh. Ah, never mind, he killed himself. God damn it, Agate. Get clock up going on Estelle as well. And smash. That miss was instrumental to my not fail. It's pretty much just rinse, repeat, same cycle. And as long as Agate doesn't get knocked out here, we should be okay. Goes to the shakedown and the invigorate. Okay, yep, we are back on track. most of these fights just end up being a war of attrition. 3 more good hits and we should be okay. I just want to keep that extra health turn away from them. So I'm gonna Sultan Guard. Because the delay order just works out nicely like that. Here comes that only form of healing, Soul Infusion. It's not a lot of health, but it's health, so it's still something that should be dealt with. Flame Smash. Nice. Literally the freest fight I've ever had. Oh my god. Well, now you've seen the eventuality where the fight becomes really easy, because they can't actually do anything. So now we just kind of poke them until they fall over. This is basically a GG. I'm gonna final break just to get rid of Dean. There he goes. So Race's seal finally ran out. I'm gonna get a clock up on Agate. That charged attack has a chance to potentially one-shot, so you should be careful of that. But fortunately, Agate's overpowered, so it doesn't matter. Bonk. Me Agate, me have big sword, me go swoosh. Kaboom. He also got sealed from that as well. Poor Race. Just not his day. Unfortunately. I am gonna tear Agate just to make sure he's at full. Wild Rage 2, same thing as before. Second burst, same as first. Pop that, hit all of them with it. Agate's a bit ridiculous. I don't know who on the dev team at Falcom thought that Wild Rage 2 was an okay ability. I'm using Agate for this chapter just because I prefer his kit, I guess, for lack of a better term. It's a lot easier to farm Shining Palms with Agate as well, because the S-Breaks just do so much damage. Ugh, you guys are strong. I give. If I had a white flag, I'd be waving it. Damn it. Guess it wasn't total BS that you guys were in the tournament. Still aren't putting enough into it, though. Even so, you guys are really good for civilians. Like, really, really good. Why not stop wasting your time here and become bracers? What? Bracers? Us? No way. Hey, the guild doesn't discriminate. Agate became a bracer and so did I, and I started out as a clueless kid. You guys should be able to do it, no problem. Don't make promises you can't keep. Brace is more than just hired muscle. There's a lot of jobs that need more than just mindless fighting. You should know that well enough yourself. Well, yeah, but even so. Yeah, that's right. Fighting's just about the only thing we're good at. Should have known nothing would be that simple. Anyway, deal's a deal. I'll tell you what you want to know. Alright, let's hear it. Like we said, we're looking for a guy who saw a white shadow. We heard one of you saw it. I'm mixing character voices, I'm sorry, what the... Estelle is a badly man. Oh, God. Yeah, someone did. He ain't here today, but you're looking for Belden. He joined about a year ago, long after Agate left. You might have seen him before, though, Agate. Oh yeah, I think I did. We talked a bit when I came by on that last case. Belden hasn't been seen since that thing, actually. I heard a few people say he's stuck in bed from the shock of seeing a ghost. What? Do you mean he was cursed? Doomed to die? Suffer for it? I don't know about that, but I do know he was damn scared. He's always been sort of a spineless rich kid, though. So what's he doing pretending to be a punk if he's got a nice family? Whatever. We'll hit him up for details. Where's this kid live? It's a big place to the right of the mayor's mansion. An old fart named Norman owns the joint. Eldon's oldest son. To the right of the mayor's mansion. Got it. Thanks for your help, guys. Okay, now we know where to go. Let's go meet this Belden dude. Sounds good. See you guys? Don't get into any crap just because you're bored. Shut up. You guys keep it up, and stop by again sometime, hopefully without beating us up next time. Keep up the good work, Estelle. With that being done, we have our first proper lead into the ghost case going on here in Rouen. We accepted a couple quests. I think that's a good spot to leave it. It gives us stuff to do on Thursday. Thanks for coming by to the stream, everybody. Thanks for watching as well. The viewership is always appreciated. So are the likes and the subscribes and the ring-a-ding of the bells. You guys all stay safe, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Bye-bye.